I guess I got it.
And you're watching the Tennessee Valley This Morning. Special thanks to Aaron Wilson, the master optician, the only one in Bradley County, for coming by and telling us about how to get a new pair of glasses and how they're made. It was very interesting. He had this robot. Well, he didn't have physically the robot with him, but he has a robot that sounds like R2-D2.
I thought he was the robot.
He was the robot. No, he's not.
I thought he was. When you said he was the only master optician, I thought maybe he was the robot.
Well, he could be
some sort of android from the future.
He could be an android. We
don't trust
we didn't
robots.
check that close.
Yeah, I don't trust robots either.
No.
All that curly hair. I was in the back room saying that like he looked like some sort of handsome movie star, and we were thinking that a good name for a movie would be Master Optician.
Yeah.
And it's
conspiracy.
like House.
Yeah.
You know, where he's got to figure out weird things that are happening with people's eyeballs and stuff like that. But you know, you got a lot of explaining to do.
Well, wait a minute. Before we get to the explaining, let me introduce my
They
guest
know.
here
They already
today.
know who.
They don't know who Kenny is. We've
That's
got
true. I
we've
guess
got
that's
Rob
true.
and Kenny, the Alderman brothers here, and of course Rob usually.
They just flashed the Master Optician on the Master Optician. Hey, bring back Master Optician.
Rob is usually here with Ryan Farselli, who is traveling or something on business.
Yeah, Ryan's
somewhere.
in Philly.
In Philly. Oh,
He's
went
in
up to get him a
Philly.
cheesesteak.
Yesterday, I was watching on my social media things like
Yeah.
Facebook and stuff like that, and every 10 minutes he was updating somewhere new. It was like, I'm at the Liberty Bell. I'm eating a Philly cheesesteak. I'm on the Rocky Stairs. Like, it was like, I don't know, man. He
had a lot to do when he got there.
He put a lot of mileage on his car yesterday.
Yeah. But anyway, Ryan is out, and so Rob brought his brother Kenny with us today.
I apologize,
And so, you know, you do what you can. And they're the Alderman brothers, not the Allman brothers. But we're talking about movie stuff.
We are. You know what? It's not quite as big of a weekend at the movies as it was last weekend. But what I was saying is you missed last weekend because you were in Vegas.
I heard I was in Vegas. I heard you were in great form last week.
Yeah, Logan was going crazy.
I understand that he kind of went kind of off the wall.
Sorry, we're laughing at the Robert Kenny Alderman, not Master Opticians. No. Very true. I love this show.
I don't mess with people's eyes. It would be wrong.
Yeah, Logan was in rare form last week.
Well, tell us about it.
Well, no, I mean, you know, everyone else already saw it. They already tuned in, but we were just talking about how the Lincoln Lawyer was based off of his life.
Well, that's true. I'd heard that.
But
that's the one with McConaughey?
Yeah. That was based off Jimmy Logan's life, kind of like The Hangover's based on what happened to Dan Howe last week.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you know that's right.
I heard that the first thing you did was get on today and tell everybody what you did in Vegas. Is that
Which
true?
wasn't a whole lot. We went to 2 shows. And, we went to see Blue Man Group, which was fabulous. I would go see it again tomorrow.
You
or
would.
Today if I had the chance.
Wow.
You would go today.
Blue Man Group was that good. It was that good. High energy show, lots of special effects, which I have no clue how they do all those special effects. Laser lights, good music. Of course, they never speak a word. Lots of comedy.
Now,
and a lot of audience involvement. It had it all.
Before we dive into the movies for this weekend,
okay,
you went and saw Hop.
I did go see Hop.
What did you think? Against my recommendation, I said go see On the Runs, and you went and saw Hop. So what did you think of it?
Well, I went to see Hop. Yes, I liked it.
Did you?
I did.
You know that like it has like a 20% approval rating online.
But it's leading, isn't it? #1 at the box office.
It is #1, 22 million.
It's #1 at the box office, 22%. I mean, how do you balance that out?
Let that explain to you, Cleveland. This man knows how to pick an awful blockbuster.
Do I know how to do it or not? It was a good movie. It was interesting. I mean, it was just escape entertainment. That's all it was.
Well, we've got 3 films that we're going to talk about. Before we get started, I want to explain why I brought my brother on.
Go ahead.
Kenny is often
he's on explaining today.
Yeah, he's on the radio with me a lot, and he is he's a construction worker.
Okay.
And so he is uniquely qualified to review these films.
Okay.
Today. Yeah. And I wanted to bring in his expert opinion. We always have Ryan. Ryan's obviously a movie critic. Yeah. He knows a lot about the films. We get a lot of that. You know what I mean?
So you're just wanting
I don't think that
regular person.
That's right.
I'm every man.
He is here.
I'm just a guy
to represent the Dan Howells of the world, because I feel
well, let's ask the every guy. What did you think of Hop?
Yeah, I didn't see Hop.
You didn't see Hop. There you go for every
I don't
guy.
have a lot of time in my schedule. I got 3 kids, and then I got to tell
So you
one of
don't
them
go
they
to
get
the
to see the movie, and then the other one's like, "But I want to go," and I'm like, "Then we got to get a sitter for your little sister." It's complex.
It's complex, complicated.
Not
To
everybody
see a
lives
movie
the
like that.
high-flying Vegas life of Dan Howell.
Yeah.
To see a movie like that, I got to take some kids, and it's a lot more than just
Yeah.
just go to a movie.
So it doesn't really.
Well, here's
I mean,
the
I
deal.
go see movies.
We're going to talk 3 movies today.
3 of them. All
And the
right.
first one we're going to talk about is the new Robert Redford film, The Conspirator.
I haven't heard
Okay,
about
The
that.
Conspirator opens this weekend. Essentially, it's the story of the Lincoln assassination, okay, but it takes place after the assassination as they try to convict everyone who was involved in the plot. And Robin Wright Penn plays this woman who has also been accused of being part of the Lincoln assassination, but she denies it. She denies, and it's kind of, she has this lawyer who is...
That's what conspirators do.
He's like, yeah, I know.
They deny it.
That's true.
But
They
this
always do.
guy's he's good.
He's sharp, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good.
So the thing is, Kenny, in your opinion, as you know, we hate or grade the films. Ryan and I do. I'm going to give this movie a hate. I actually don't think this is going to be a very fun movie. I've read a lot about the movie, and I've looked at the trailer several times, and I got to be honest with you, it actually looks pretty boring to me. I think that I'm going to get in there, and it's going to be 2 hours of sleep, which I could do at home cheaper. But
Who's the kid, that actor with the... Now he's got a mustache. I don't
I don't know.
that's-
He's like a poor man's Seth Rogen. He's not funny, but he kind of looks like him in the face.
I
know who you're
thought...
talking about.
I think he seems like a poor man's... who's the Transformers kid? Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah,
Like, he's like the
maybe.
Jesse Eisenberg to Michael Cera.
Right.
That's who he seems like to me.
Well, I gave this movie a hate. What are you going to give it?
Well,
In your construction opinion.
I was watching the trailer, and the buildings look old,
Right.
like they
We're
would
gonna
have,
grade it on the construction.
like they would have back
He's gonna
then.
give us his construction.
Yeah.
The theater where Lincoln was shot looked like it could fall down if a strong wind came by. So that was
Yeah.
accurate to the time period, I feel. But I don't think I'm going to go see it because, I mean, these type of movies, usually they're like, find me footage. Is there, the people are on the run. What are they going to do now? I
Yeah,
mean,
there's no footage.
Yeah, it's
These
Lincoln
people are
style.
out of luck.
They're going to be like, so did you see him? I don't know. I think you were in the woods.
Yeah.
Right. So you give that a hate?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I would too, because I'm just going off the fact that.
Well, the fact that we both don't like it means you're going to run out and see it
No, I
tonight.
probably would agree with you this time, because the Lincoln's history has been done and redone and done again by PBS so many times, and Ken Burns and all the other people. What more can you say about?
Well,
the
next
Lincoln
week when the Slinky is back on here, we're going to ask him because he's a big fan of Civil War films.
Okay.
That's like his deal, and we'll see what he
That's
thinks.
like
but
his deal.
Yeah, he loves them.
It's like this. It's not gonna have the Zapruder film like the Kennedy
it's gonna be
stuff.
pretty boring,
You know what I
I
mean? It's gonna be like. Mwah, mwah.
the second film we're going to talk about is Rio.
Rio.
Rio is the new Anne Hathaway, Jesse Eisenberg film.
Yes.
It's a cartoon.
Cartoon.
So you're going to love it.
I will go see it.
You are going to love it.
I
it's,
love the
It's from the
animation.
makers of Ice Age. Did you like Ice Age?
Yeah, believe it or not, I didn't see Ice Age.
I cannot believe it. You need to run out and
I
rent
need
it.
to go rent it.
I've got it. You can borrow it.
Oh,
from me.
okay.
Yeah, here's the thing about Rio. This is a film about a blue macaw who doesn't know how to fly. And at some point, he believes that he's the only one, in existence. And he hears about another one that's down in South America. So him and his owner take some sort of a trip down to South America to try to find the other one. And through it all, he has to overcome his fears, and crazy hijinks ensues, and he has to learn to fly.
Fear of flying.
So why don't you, what do you think?
It seemed to me, now when I watched the thing, it seemed like they know he's the only blue macaw left. And so they take him down there to get him to mate with a female blue macaw, is the kind of the deal.
Okay.
But then they find out they get captured. How weird is, who would
Yeah.
steal birds? And then they're chained together, and that's when they find out he can't fly. So, like, other animals are trying to help them escape, but dude can't fly.
Yeah.
It seems odd.
It's so sad. It's a sad movie, A Bird That Can't Fly.
It sounds pretty sad to me.
Yeah.
I think he had a pretty sweet life. That's why he can't fly.
It's sad to me. You know, I look around and I see, and this is why I'm giving this movie a hate. The first reason that I'm giving it a hate is, number one, I didn't like Ice Age. I didn't really like Ice Age. It was okay. It was okay.
There was a lot of subliminal messages about environment and things like that.
We see so much around us in the real world about people who aren't good at what they do, right? Jimmy Logan was just in here.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve Hartline.
Yeah.
Right, it's like, I could have done this movie about a radio announcer who's not good at doing radio.
Right.
Or a lawyer who isn't good at lawyering.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Is that what it's called? Lawyering?
Yeah,
Lawyering.
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 You know what I'm saying? You could make a film. You could make a film about a TV guy that instead of being on TV goes to Vegas for the weekend.
Goes to Vegas.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could make those films, but I see that around me.
That would be interesting, though.
Yeah, I see that around me all the time.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like this is going to be same old, same old.
Too real.
It's too real. Okay. I feel like Rio is too real.
We got 4 minutes left. We better move on to number 3.
Scream 4.
Scream
4.
Oh,
this is the big one.
I
for
haven't
the
seen
weekend.
1 or 2 or 3 yet.
What?
No, I haven't.
What? Cleveland, did you hear this? He hasn't seen 1, 2, or 3. Scream 4. What are you going to give it?
I don't scream much. Yeah.
Scream. Listen, Scream is a wonderful franchise. What about
Well,
the film?
I think I agree with you in that it's a wonderful franchise.
It is.
If you're into that kind of thing, you're gonna like it. I watched the first one, and it was weird. I don't watch a lot of scary movies, and that's what this is headed for. But the trailer looked like it had a lot of those moments where you jump, like, oh, he's not there. Oh, he is there.
Right, yeah.
Or, oh, he's there. Oh, he's not there. Oh, he is there. It seems like they do that a bit.
They do.
So that's going to be good if you like that
here's
stuff.
the thing with those films. The Scream franchise is a great franchise. They've managed to keep it fresh. They kind of, one thing I really like about this particular franchise is the fact that it's not the same movie every time. A lot of times, the movies, the sequels, whether it's the Jason movies or the Freddy movies, any of these films, they're the exact same movie every time. Okay, but not with Scream. Scream has a really good ensemble cast. I like the fact that it's the only time you ever get to see David Arquette, and I like the fact that he's still working.
He seems like a fun guy.
I've not
seems
even
like a
seen
nice
the trailer, so what are they screaming about?
Well, this film, this franchise started a long time ago, and it's about a young girl in college, at least she was when it began,
High school.
where she's dealing with a murderer who calls on the phone and asks, "What's your scary movie? What's your favorite scary movie?"
Oh.
And then the films themselves follow all of the cliche scary movie things, but they're aware of it. That's what I like about it. That's what makes it smart. So, for instance, in this particular trailer, there's a moment where there's a cop sitting in a car with another cop, and he says, "Hey, I'll be right back." And he starts to open the door, and he stops, and he goes, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, was I?" Because the killer is following all of the cliches from scary movies. So it's smarter than regular scary movies. I think it's usually pretty fun. The acting is good. The action is there. So I'm giving this movie a grade. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. Like Kenny said, there's a whole lot of
Gotcha moments.
Yeah, like that.
I like the fact that the Scream movies do it with a lot of comedy.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
comedy.
funny
Yeah, they're
parts,
very
but it's
funny.
still horrifying.
Yeah.
They're funny and clever. So there you go.
I might enjoy it.
So which one are you going to go see?
Probably, I don't know.
Blue Man Group.
I'm going to see Blue Man Group and probably Beatles Love Cirque du Soleil.
You're going to go see Master Optician.
Probably
That's
so.
gonna
We're
be
out of
out
time,
soon.
guys.
Yeah, we are.
We gotta go. But thanks a lot,
Ryan, we
thanks
miss
for
you.
bringing your brother.
Yeah, I'm
Kenny,
glad
in
you're
today.
here.
I didn't know
It's
where to
always
look.
good
I
to
kept looking
see.
at you guys. I don't know. Am I
Always
supposed
good to
to
see
look over there?
Rob and Ryan and now Kenny.
Yeah.
This is Friday. The weekend's coming. Enjoy it. Take an umbrella today. We'll see you again on Monday. And don't forget, tonight is Cherry's Jubilee at the Museum Center. We'll see you there. Have a great day.